You're off the clock with Trish and Steve. Happy Monday, Steve Bose.
Is it really happy, Trish? Is it?
Don't you feel happy?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. Well, actually, I have a headache, but other than that, I am fantastic.
You basically just lied. You're not good.
I don't feel like that. Is that enough to not be good? I feel like
What
I'm still
percentage
good.
of people just lie when you
Everyone.
with how are you doing or how are things? How's your day? Are we just lying all the time at all times to each other constantly?
I think probably so. Probably so. Anyway, how was your weekend? Was it good?
It was good, and that's not a lie. Weather
That's not
here
a
has
lie. What did
been
you do?
spectacular. I did very little. I exercised, I grilled, watched a lot of sports. Yeah, it was pretty much perfect.
Did your butcher box come?
It did. Well, we talked about this on Friday, right? It came on Friday, just
Oh,
as
it came Friday. That's
right
right.
as we were about to do the show. So I made steaks, I made chicken, I actually made grilled shrimp, which was outstanding. So yeah, it was nice. How about you?
Well, I am definitely going to get ButcherBox because
Good.
the CEO of ButcherBox reached out, Mike, and
You
gave us
did.
a code. So so I'm going to do that. I need to look more into it because can you schedule those or is it just
Yeah.
it comes as soon as you place the order?
I don't recall on the first order, to be totally
Yeah.
honest with you, but after that, there was a schedule, and you can manipulate the schedule because
Okay.
I know for traveling and things like that,
Yeah.
I've had to move the date around a little bit when it's coming, so it wouldn't show up when I'm not here. So yeah, it's really flexible.
Okay, that's what I'm working around because we both have some travel coming up for different work events. So so that's going on. So I'm going to try that though. You know what? And speaking of travel, I saw a fun fact today.
All right.
Did you know that today in 1952 was the first commercial jet for passengers?
I didn't know that. I was not alive in 1952. I
You
mean, I
weren't?
guess it's possible to be aware of things that happened before you were born.
That's right. Well, anyway, I feel like it would have been I don't know before that, but anyway, the first commercial jetliner was
Wow.
1952, the de Havilland Comet out of the UK. And it's funny, I started reading about it then because
Love the
you go
comment.
down the little rabbit hole when you're in the internet, and they had like 3 crashes in the first 12 months, so it was
Wow.
not well thought out or designed apparently, but it was the first. So there's that.
I think after the second crash happened, they'd have a hard time booking passengers on that plane. You would think.
I don't know. I guess it's sort of like people traveling to space now, right? As you take these different little short jaunts into the above our atmosphere here on Earth. But yeah, I think people are willing to be some of the first people to try new things too.
Yeah.
So yeah. But anyway, my weekend was good. It was prom weekend. We managed to
That's big.
somehow.
Did you go to the IKEA for the photo shoot as you discussed on Friday?
We did not. We didn't need to because the rain held off in spots just enough to sneak pictures in. So St. Louis Art Museum, great place for photos for prom, and did some outside. But the kids all had an amazing time. And then this girl right here worked the post prom from 11:45 p.m. till 4 a.m. Yeah.
Third shift.
That was the first shift. It was horrible. No, it was such a good event. So I'm glad that they do things like that for teenagers. It keeps them safe, keeps them out of trouble, whatever. But the kids had a blast. I had a blast watching them all. It was funny because I was sort of supervising a big secondary gym, and there were all these different things, and they were doing some sumo wrestling in those full weighted sumo suits.
Like a weird activity in your prom dress or your prom tuxedo.
No, you take that off. Oh, they all come. This is post prom.
Oh, okay.
After prom, to keep everyone safe, you sort of, And what I wasn't counting on was that once you have big football players or they're men-sized people now, they'd fall over in these weighted sumo suits and then they couldn't get up. And so it was 3 parents are trying to lift these kids up. And my back is paying for it a little bit today. A little bit. And it's super hard to stay awake till 4 a.m. I've learned. So
I don't think I could do it. No way. Yeah.
I was really super nice and friendly and fun mom until about 3:30. And then I was kind of like, okay, let's wrap this up. I'm getting tired. So anyway, but fun for all the people at prom. Last night I had a really good idea. I went to a my boyfriend's niece had her final like band and singing performance, chorus performance of her high school year at, I'll give them a shout out, Jabot High School, also in Waterloo, Illinois. And I was thinking though, it's a lot of lasts, right? As your kids get older. And I'm thinking that would actually be a good one to go to, even if your kids are grown, whatever. It would be a nice free date night, don't you think? Just show up at a high school, find out when the, right? You have free music, a free band performance.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not feeling it, I got to tell you. But
no?
I see where you're coming from.
They
it's kind of free entertainment. You're supporting kids in the local area. There's some niceties to that. I don't know. I felt like I did enough time sitting through awful
come on.
middle school and grade
really
school
good.
and high school performances of various kinds in my life, whether it was sports or other performances. I feel like, I paid my dues. And
I don't know. This one was really good, I have to say, because they did all the songs, both the band, the jazz band, and the chorus were from the 2010s. So fun songs, you know.
Well, we're already nostalgic for the 2010s. Like, is that happened already?
I guess.
I couldn't even tell you what the 2010s even mean. I feel
like
it's
the beginning. That's like the first Ed Sheeran and Bruno Mars, and so definitely more like modern music than you would typically hear.
Maybe if they did the 1910s, I might sign up for that.
You would sign up for that?
Maybe.
No, and they had a group of their girls, 7 girls that were there, who were like an a cappella group, just like Pitch Perfect. They were so great. So yeah.
You know what a cappella translates to in English?
A cappella? I don't know.
We don't know how to play instruments.
Stop.
So that's the literal translation.
All right. Well, listen, I liked it, and I'm thinking like I'm just going to keep this up, even if kids are gone and out of the house. I'm going to still go to some stuff. I need stuff to do. That's what emptying up.
Got to keep you out of trouble. Right, I'm going to give you something to do then, Trish. Let me see. I've got a lot of items here.
What do you got?
You mentioned air travel, commercial air travel a few minutes ago. Trish, I read today that this is not happening for a couple of years, so you got some time to plan for this.
Okay.
But in 2025, Trish, so a couple of years from now, Qantas Airlines from Australia is reintroducing what will then become the world's longest nonstop passenger flight. They're going to be flying from Sydney to London nonstop, as well as Sydney to New York nonstop. Trish, you want to take a guess about how long that flight will be? In whatever plane they're flying, some sort of Airbus, it's suitable for the trip, and et cetera, et cetera. But
I'm going to guess like 19 hours.
You hit it right on the nail. 19 hours. Really? A little over 19 hours. How about that? Look at you.
Look at me as a professional air traveler.
So here's my question. Would you take that flight? Let's say you had reason to be in London and or Sydney, or I guess both technically. You'll have to start. Would you sign up for that journey in one plane? I don't know if I would. That just feels, I mean, maybe if you were up in business class, first class, be a different experience.
I think that's the key. That's the key right there, because to me, then it wouldn't matter.
Fortune, yeah.
Well, the times that we've flown to China or Singapore, it's been like that, right? Well, at least it's like a 15, 16-hour flight.
Yeah, I think it was, the long haul over the Pacific was 12, 13, depending on where you were connecting, but there were always connections. Like
So yeah, if I could have a direct flight and I'm in business class, I think I'd do it. Hey, Qantas, I'll do it. I'll volunteer.
Sign you up, sponsor this.
Sign me up. Sponsored trip for Trish from. I've never been to Sydney.
I have not either. That's I would love to go down there sometime.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you one more, Trish. We get so many pitches.
We do
from PR people and companies for the podcast, for this thing, for the blog, et cetera, et cetera. Right? Yeah. And I don't do the guest posting thing. I never really even embraced it back when I blogged all the time, but we don't do it on our site. But I did get a pitch today for a guest post, which I'm not going to post, but because I just don't do that. But I did want to mention it because I thought it was interesting. I did think it was interesting.
Okay.
This comes from what would have been a full article. They sent me the whole article, but I'm just going to excerpts from it, from a person named Pamela Culpepper. She's the author of this post, and I guess she wrote a book whose name I don't have in front of me. But it was about terminology we use in the workplace and the need to adapt and update terminology to be more inclusive and be more sort of respectful and thoughtful. So I'm going to run the 4 examples that she gave. I'm going to run them by you and say ask you what you think of them. Okay, here's the first one. Okay. Stop using minority, the word minority, to refer to people or group of people, right? And change that to historically excluded is her recommendation. So don't call groups of people minority or minorities, historically excluded. That's the first one. The next one, I think you'll buy into these other ones. Maternity leave, Trish. Drop maternity leave and call it parental leave, which I think I've seen a lot of actually in companies, right? I think that's kind of being adopted pretty widely.
I agree with
Here's
that.
another one, Trish. If you say have a policy, which your company's now changing, but the people who are sort of at the company can still operate under the old rules of the old policy. Now you have a new policy going forward. In. We call that term grandfathered, right? She says, don't use grandfathered, change that to pre-approved or pre-authorized. I kind of like that. The grandfather bit makes no sense at all. Exactly. Like, why is that the term for that sort of thing? I don't really know where that comes from. And finally, the last one, instead of saying hi guys, hey guys, that kind of thing, and agreeing, change it to hi y'all, hi folks. Don't, because not everybody's a guy. Not everyone's a guy.
I understand that, but there are certain phrases. That one does not bother me. Actually, if someone is walking around, going, hi folks. I feel like, what is this? Bugs Bunny or Elmer Fudd? No, hi folks.
Hi, y'all. I'm gonna have y'all a little bit more commonly.
Okay, so where I'm from, it's not southern, but we do say y'all here a fair amount.
One more second, I gotta thank.
I just have to. Can I just say though, in general, look, I don't know this Pamela girl. This is not a diss on her. Just in general, like when you start taking words that truly, like, I'm sorry, if grandfathering something in is offensive, I don't know how that would be offensive.
I don't know if it's offensive. Actually, it's stupid. It's like a dumb term.
Well, then I can't remember 2 or 3 words to replace one. So find a word that's, I don't know. I'm not going to start walking around saying things are, you're on the pre-approved plan of blah, blah, blah. No, I can't keep track of that.
I want to say thank you.
Let's just fine. We'll just take all the prior people's rights away. Everybody just have the new plan.
I want to say thank you, Trish, to my friends at PTO Genius. I don't know if you're familiar with the folks there. They have a really cool platform and technology service for helping companies manage PTO and encouraging people to take PTO. And it's a really cool solution. They sent me this Harry and David little gift box came today.
Wow.
Goodies. And I wanted to thank them for that. They did some presentations at the HBLC conference, which I was at a few weeks back.
Nice.
And they helped me out actually quite a bit. I should be sending them a gift. But thank you to Adam and Yuli from PTO Genius. They're super nice guys, great company. And apparently, and I didn't know anything about this, I've never had it. Apparently, the pepper and onion relish is the thing you want out of this box. So looking forward to
that is amazing. Can I tell you what to make with that? Because you like to make things with meat. Meatloaf.
All right. That sounds good.
Or burgers. You could put it in your burgers, too. But meatloaf.
My butcher box meat and the Harry and David relish there. Perfect.
That's right. Do a little combo. It does. Don't use too much. It'll get way too juicy. But a little bit of any kind of pepper relish or onion.
That was my nickname in middle school.
Pepper?
Way too juicy.
Stop.
All right. Good night, everyone. Thank you.
All right, we're going to end on that.
I'm going to leave you with a question for Wednesday. Is it more important to learn how to swim or to learn how to run very fast? That's the question. We'll talk about it on Wednesday.
Okay. Oh, you always make my week start out great, Steve. Thanks, everyone, for watching all of our nonsense. We appreciate it. We'll see you back here on Wednesday.